What's up, everybody? You're listening to Where's My 40 Acres, the Boob Tube podcast, and this week we're reviewing the blackest show on television right now, FX's own Atlanta. Shout out to Donald Glover, man.
I mean, how would you know you were alive unless you knew you would die?
My boy hooked you up. He made you the lemon pepper joints, but these got the sauce on them.
Life itself is but a series of close calls.
What is up, everybody? You are listening to Where's My 40 Acres podcast, hip hop minus the bullshit, and this is an Atlanta review. This is for episode 3, Moneybag Shawty, which is a Gucci Mane song from a good while ago that I never heard before until I watched this episode.
Is it the song they played in the beginning? No, that was 2 Chainz song they played in the beginning.
Yeah, I don't think it was. No, it wasn't that. I just watched the episode, so I don't remember if Moneybag Shawty plays in the episode. I'm sure it does at some point, but because I didn't really know what it sounded like, I wasn't listening for it. But I do know that I don't remember hearing anything that sounded like it when I watched it the second time.
It makes that that reference she made to Gucci Mane relevant.
Yeah, that would be why she said that. Yeah, there you go. There you go. If you was gonna play it in the background of a scene, that would have been it. But I don't think it was any music playing in that limo when they were driving around.
No, I don't think so either.
So,
I just finished rewatching it again.
Yeah, so let me get the No, go ahead. I'm gonna get the information on the episode.
No, just rewatch it again and counting how many times that Aaron got stunted on throughout this episode.
It's interesting because that seems to be the running theme for this season so far with his character. That chip on his shoulder that Uncle Willie told him to get rid of, he has not gotten rid of it yet. And this whole finessing and stunting episode, is that fucking chip on your shoulder shit. He opens up the episode with that story is about the homeless McDonald's burger incident.
Yeah, he's uptight of getting stunted on, man.
Yeah.
And he said that after he got stunted on.
Yeah. See, Aaron gonna learn. Hopefully, that need to be the hashtag for Robin season. Aaron gonna learn.
Aaron gonna learn.
Cause he about to get replaced. There was some talk of mentioning of Luke in this episode. So he keep fucking around. His ass gonna get replaced and he ain't gonna be nobody damn manager and he ain't gonna have no money to stunt on nobody. This episode was written by Stephen Glover, directed by Hiro, and let's go ahead and jump into it. So I've been looking for Lily's mom, 11 years old, on Instagram, and I have not found her page yet.
I heard somebody made a fake page of it.
They might have. I didn't actually go looking for this white woman's Instagram page because I was not about to follow a white woman crying over rap music on terrestrial radio.
I just know when that junk came on, me and my girl looked at each other and was like, yep, this episode's gonna be right.
It's gonna be a mess. Narf mom. Oh my god. Is this the actual clip? Yeah, this is the clip.
And I read the lyrics. I cannot believe this stuff is on the radio. Bitch, you thirsty? Please grab a Sprite. My Crip's lurking. Don't die tonight. I just want to dance with you, baby. Just don't move too fast. I'm too crazy. Man down the Ave and get shaded.
First off, this is a real fucking video. I should have known. I should have known they were parroting a real video.
Oh, you didn't know that when you watch it?
No, I did not. Dude, I don't be paying attention to white people tears over rap music.
Okay. So yeah, this was Vince Staples, this woman crying because she heard North on the radio. The radio. And she was talking about how all the curses and stuff on it. And I'm like, I remember doing it like, but this on the radio.
Not on the radio.
Like the radio didn't play all this cursing. So, and then people were carrying her because she's recording this video saying all the lyrics full out, talking about how dangerous this is for her child, with her child in the background who can hear her cursing. The only thing that saved it
was Vince.
Is that Vince told people like, yo, leave her alone. She obviously it hurt, it made her upset. I'm not trying to do that or anything like that. And he kind of helped it die down, because Vince was just like, I don't really care enough, because people were asking him to say something. He's like, I don't really. If she was hurt, I'm sorry.
Wow. Okay. So wow.
Yeah, but as soon as it came on, I was like, oh, that's the Vince Staples shit.
This rap song comes on, and guys, I could not believe what I was hearing. Like, this is on our local radio station. This crap is being played. I couldn't even believe the words that I was listening to. I've got to collect myself, because this is what our youth is being subjected to. In the kitchen, real Nerf side nigga, never went to Polly, Wilson, or Cabrilla, cocaine color of acrylo. I don't even know if I pronounced that right. T-scrap moving for the D-Lo, what he know. Then that was the first verse. Nate Dogg still here. Nate Dogg still here because of niggas like me. Police still scared because of niggas like me. Really?
What's up, guys? Nadeska here for respectful of this woman who's obviously unfamiliar with our culture. After criticizing The Independent for misquoting him, he tweeted, "What I was saying was that the woman in that video is clearly confused on the context of the song, which causes her to be frightened." That's definitely a good point, because this specifically made it sound like she has absolutely no idea what's going on in America.
The main chorus says, I ain't never ran from nothing but the police. From the city where the skinny carry strong heat. Nerf side, Long Beach, Nerf side, Long Beach. So let's just encourage kids to run from...
Nerf. She kept saying Nerf, which is amazing.
Nerf side.
Not North. She said Nerf side.
It's beautiful. Nerf side, Long Beach. I wish somebody would have went back and made a song called Nerf side, Long Beach.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm like, I'm saying, like, soon as that joke came up there, I was like, oh, those are the tears.
It just amazes me that white people will look for any excuse to say the word nigga. Any excuse. Because at the end of the day, I don't think she was bent out of shape over this song at all. She really just wanted a reason to get on YouTube and say the word nigga. And she got away with it about 7 times.
I was just sitting there like, I just remember the first time I heard it, I was like, but it's the radio. They didn't play any of those words.
Not one word.
Like, they didn't play none of those words. Like, also, her daughter was like 7 and under. Like, so, you know what I mean? Like, her daughter was young.
It just kills it, because when I was watching the clip that they remade, the parody version, that was the first thing that popped in my head. I was like, but her daughter right in the background.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what everybody pointed out. Because, like, your daughter sitting right there, like, as oblivious as she is now, is as oblivious she was when you turned the radio on. Like, it ain't like her daughter asked for it. Like, she's turning around. People like, turn the channel. Like, just turn channel.
But she likes that station. And she says her daughter likes that station. I'm like, but your daughter like 5. What are you talking about?
But your daughter didn't come out like, Bobby, play that Vince Staples.
Nerf. Like, her daughter just be running around the house. Nerf. That's her favorite station. She loves her some Vince Staples.
She was so hurt.
I love the lyrics that they came up with, though. My dick is like a tree trunk. Baby, catch this tree sap.
Yes.
Might have to slap a trick. Shout out to Colin Kaepernick. I like how she said that was the craziest part of the song. Like, all the lyrics that she said before that were just vile as fuck.
She's like, and here's the crazy part. Be ready.
Yes, the Colin Kaepernick line was the one that was the crazy part. When they write these scenes in this show, they just be fucking on it. I'm sorry. Like, they smoke the smartest weed in the industry. Cause their parodies are just so fucking on.
Yeah.
Good grief. We jump into this scene where they're all at a bar, and this was the one that they showed in the trailer last week where Paperboy was telling Earn, if you want to stunt in Atlanta, all you need is money, nigga. And Earn is like, I feel you. And Darius is like, I feel everything. Now, of course, they cut that whole scene up to just make it look like Darius is saying some crazy shit. So now we get the whole scene, and I'm so glad they didn't spoil it. So they're in a bar. It's like a sports bar, and they're having some drinks. And supposedly...
They are toasting to white tears.
Yes, because of that woman's video.
Because the woman made their song go gold.
That's what you need. Once the white people hear it and they get mad over it, man, all their kids be wanting to hear it, and then they buy it. That's just great.
He said, I was going to send her something, but she was low-key hating.
Yeah, she was hating as shit. And so they getting drinks or whatnot. They good. And the bartender, who reminds me of the light-skinned dude from Players Club and Tales from the Hood and a bunch of them West Coast films that used to come out back in the 90s. Same bald-headed, light-skinned dude that was always playing somebody crazy. He was old girl's crazy brother in Player Haters. Or not Player Haters, in the Players Club. That ended up beating old girl with the hotel phone and raping her at the end of the movie. Players Club is such a terrible movie.
It really is.
It's a really bad film. Like it's
really bad film.
And the fact that Ice Cube wrote it bothers me so much when I watch it, because there's no lesson in it other than if you'd have listened to your cousin, you wouldn't have been beat and raped. And she should know she was raped as well. So that always fucking bothers me when watching Players Club. But anyway, and going off on I hope they don't do a Players Club episode since they already did a strippers episode. Dude is serving them drinks and he's like, yo, don't worry, the drink's on me. And as soon as he says they're on the house or whatever, as soon as he says, I might even have one with y'all, that's when they should have known it was a problem.
Oh, like, now, I knew that's why he had that look. Look, Brian Tyree does the greatest looks of just acknowledging shit without saying anything. Like, he does it through this whole time on this show. And every time something like that happens, he kind of gives that look with his nose up. He just got to look it down on niggas like, all right.
This nigga about to ask me for something.
Like, I see it.
This nigga is coming. I see it coming. Because old boy really was giving them drinks on the house like he didn't know who they was. And then when he turned around to leave, he was like, oh, wait a minute, dog. Ain't you Paperboy?
Yeah, like, you already gave me a drink in the house, nigga. That's why the drink's on the house.
Because you know we Paperboy, nigga. You ain't running no game. And it gets weird when he tells Earn, man, fuck you. Like that unexpected, unnecessary, loud ass, crazy nigga, man, fuck.
Just got intense as a motherfucker, man. Like,
man, fuck you. That sound like the fuck you from, oh my God, Menace to Society. Man, yeah. Fuck you, Jack. That sound exactly, that's the nigga means it, fuck you. Like, that ain't no we friends, I'm just fucking with you, fuck you. That mean you can go die upside down in a ditch, bitch, with itchy booty, fuck you. That's a mean ass fuck you. And it's a crazy nigga, fuck you. He willing to die for that, fuck you. He says that shit to Earn, and that's when Earn gets stunted on, and he shuts the fuck up. And old boy turns to Paperboy, and he's like, yo, put me on. Paperboy's like, what? Put me on. And I feel like they should have just left right then. Time to go.
It reminded me because you remember in the first season when they got when the dude hooked them up with the lemon pepper wet.
Yes.
Like how intense he was.
He's got the sauce on him.
Like he was just intense. And that's like when this dude came over there and was doing that, like that's what I felt like. Just these niggas serving you, just being intense as fuck, wanting something from you because they feel like they gave you a little bit of the hookup.
A little hookup. Like, drinks on me. Nobody else in there. But he acting like he doing this man a favor. Enough of a favor to get put the fuck on.
Nobody asked you. Like you.
No, they was gonna pay for their own drinks. They getting checks now. They good. But that causes Earn to kind of get into this whole chip on the shoulder diatribe about how he gonna stunt. He wishes he could stunt like Al stunts on niggas, and Al like, hey man, that's just like the persona, bruh. That's how you carry yourself. I mean, all you need is a little bit of money. And Ern's like, nah, I can't stunt. He tells a story about how he once brought a homeless man some McDonald's and the man threw it in the trash right in front of him, which made me think of that scene from Scary Movie where she gave that man a sandwich. Anna Faris gave that man a sandwich. And he threw it at her head and said, I said $1, bitch. That's exactly, Ern was Anna Faris. Man just threw his whole McDonald's Happy Meal away. And Ern's like, I always get stunted on. Like, I just want to be the stunner one time and never the stuntee. So this whole episode turns into, well, half of this whole episode turns into him trying to stunt with Van on his shoulders and falling flat on his face every time.
Over and over and over and over and over.
And it's like Van gets sucked into this too, because when they go to her house, she starts telling this story about how they was going to get Beyonce tickets, but her homegirl got the VIP joints, which was like an extra $375 or some shit. So she couldn't stunt where her homegirl stunted on her, and now she got to sit by herself, and she can't even sit at VIP, right?
That was fucked up, though.
It is fucked up. That is fucked up. Like, come on, you could have brought a third friend for the extra ticket. But let's not forget, Van might have been able to sit in VIP if Ern hadn't lost $4,000 last episode.
Yeah, we got to talk about the yeah.
When Stacey stunted on him,
all 4 G's,
all 4, he didn't get none of that money back. He had some nice Pier 1 import furniture though, for the house he don't live in.
Think about that, man. You got 4 G's and you got to spend it in the mall.
The mall.
What you buying? A
whole lot of shit from Sharper Image.
Is there a Best Buy in the mall? Can I go there?
A lot of Forever 21, a lot of Charlotte Russe or whatever. A lot of Bath and Body Spray. You gonna be the freshest smelling nigga on the block.
Fresh as fuck.
You gonna smell jasmine every day. That's about it. Though you can get a whole lot of them little cinnamon buns. You can get a lot of them.
A lot of
cinnamon buns and the little pepperoni bread wedges. You can get all of that, nigga. Pepperoni pretzel, nigga. For life. That might as well be for life. I feel like $4,000 of pepperoni pretzels is for life. Just hit the lottery. We put a number value on that. But Van could have went. She could have stunted with her friend, but Ern lost $4,000 last episode and was waiting for another check. He don't know what to do with money. Can we just get to that point in this show and just say he don't know what to do with money?
Because like you were the whole time you were like so you don't know about banks and opening accounts.
No, we just gonna stunt.
And, depositing a check and shit. Like,
deposit these ones in that pussy because we stunting at the strip club.
You know what I mean? Maybe look at getting some studio time.
No.
No.
We gonna stunt in the club. You can get this racist time. That's what we gonna do. She calls him Puff Zaddy. When she sees the check, she like, oh, we about to be stunting tonight. We flossing. So, cut to the next scene, and I don't know how this situation happened, and Ern isn't there, and this is what I'm saying when I feel like he will get replaced. Why is Paperboy in the studio with Clark County and Ern ain't there as his manager?
Yeah, because we don't know, because they leave a lot, like, we don't know how, like, why they're in the studio with each other. Like, you don't know, because I mean you assume that Clark County invited Paperboy,
right?
Because it was Clark's session, right? But then later in the episode when he was talking about the when Paperboy was talking about wanting to get the Fast and Furious song, but Clark County got it, then you're like, was the Clark County gonna have him on the song? Because he kept saying, because he kept, and then he also thought, hey man, you want to get in the booth? Like, are we gonna do something together? So like, you didn't know if he was just there to hang out, if he was there to be like actually collabing on some stuff.
My confusion,
but like you said, Ern should be there.
Your artist in the beginning phases of artistry and managing should not be in any other artist's studio. unless they friends for real without you there. And Luke already tried to grab your artist at that little startup joint. So this isn't a good look. On top of that, I got questions about why Darius is counting money on the table in this studio session and then leaves the money when he goes. Like,
dude, I said the same thing. I was like, okay, so is that their money?
Whose money is this?
Because he came back to get the Hennessy bottle.
Right. Like, yeah.
So it made me feel like it wasn't their money.
He was just organizing the money.
Yeah, he was just counting, like, so it made me feel like that money was just there. We know the two dudes was over there playing dice in the corner, which you knew the niggas weren't about shit. When you walk in, Clark Kent, they're all happy. Them niggas just literally shooting dice in the studio corner. Like,
the yard.
I was like, they ain't about shit.
They looking like the yard. A bunch of niggas in the studio. You probably shouldn't be there.
These niggas ain't about shit.
Now, my thing is, I think that they just went to the studio to hang out because I feel like that's what niggas do in Atlanta with the music scene being the way it is and everybody be cool. Because you always had these stories about, I was in the studio with him one time and I heard when he did this song, that was crazy right now. I just happened to be there, which is fine. I just don't understand why Darius was consolidating $50,000 over there on the couch. Separating the 10s from the 20s from the 100s. And then Clark County asked him about the money. Oh, how much you got over there? But then when he leaves, when Bug is like, yo, you need to go. He just leaves it. So it wasn't his money?
Yeah, because he left it. Al didn't even reach down to take it. That's why I was like, it can't be their money.
Yeah. I don't know what was going on with that. We come back from the break and they're in the studio. And while they're in the studio, you start to see that Clark County is a couple of different personalities, is the best way to put it. I'm not sure how these go together, though. The weird Chance persona that we see in the Yoo-Hoo and at the startup thing, that's not the personality that we see in the studio when my boy's program keeps crashing while he's trying to record this session. It's a bit of a volatile situation being an engineer for Clark County. He turned into Puffy real quick. And I felt bad for that white boy.
Nigga, I wanted to get that dude a hug. You see his face at the end?
Yes.
When the dude was like, y'all should go home.
I think y'all should.
He was like, don't leave me. Like, please. Like,
so my boy.
They even showed it when he knew that it crashed again.
Yeah, he did that sigh.
All the breath level. He's like, he's like, I would have left the studio and ran.
I would have took a bathroom break and been out.
I'd have been like, man, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick and never came back.
Move to LA, bro.
Lost my job in the studio. I'd have been fine with that shit.
I'm not about to get beat by Bug and them. Fuck that shit. Them niggas over there rolling dice. They're about to roll some dice on my ass. I'm not fucking with them niggas. Over a crashed computer program? No, sir. This ain't even like...
Again, like, more likely he's the engineer that works for the studio. That nigga don't control the program.
But even then, if you beat up the sound guy, how you gonna get your sounds? You can't do that. You can't beat up your mixer. Okay? You just can't start fucking niggas up in the elevator over the sound being off. You just get them to fix it. That's why they a mixer and a master, man. Like, oh, my poor dude, my poor man. And it wasn't like Clark County was saying anything great. He jumped in the studio and was talking some walk it like a bird. Chirping. What's the word? Call it up my plug. Something. What's the word?
When cause Aaron goes in there, he's like, you want to get in? Aaron's like, I got to get in my mood and stuff.
You talking about Paperboy?
Yeah, Paperboy. Paperboy is like, he pull out some weed. He's like, you want to smoke? And the dude was like, y'all, man, you got to smoke it up. You got to smoke it. I understand. But man, I don't really smoke, man. I don't want to mess with my voice. And Paperboy was like, all right, but I brought this hen. And then he's like, oh, shit, nigga, you brought that hen down, I don't really drink. We got bottles in here, but I don't really drink.
He said we got bottles in here for you. So it was already prepared for Paperboy showing up.
So he was like, all right, this nigga goes in when he does that little freestyle after he says talk to the plug. He said, "What got the the weed in the hand?"
Right.
And again, one of them classic Paperboy looks of nigga. You know what I mean?
It was that, and he also hit him with that. I just brought a dinosaur like Nicolas Cage, and that's when the program froze.
Yeah, like when he was about to. That was about to be his first bar.
And it's funny because like this whole scene right here is stunting. Is Al getting stunted on by Clark County because he can show up with the weed and like yo, if we trying to build a relationship, right? For industry purposes, you know, we smoke together, we cool, right? Oh, you don't smoke? Just in case you don't smoke, I got a bottle in here, bro. We can split this because that's like the culture drink. That's the connection between all niggas. A bottle of Hennessy. For some reason, everybody want a shot of your Hennessy if you got a bottle.
Yeah, and also like even if you don't smoke, that's cool. But like you know, like you said that you coming in. And it's almost like we're gonna break bread real quick. You know what I mean? It's like all right, man. To get some glass out, we take a shot together, clean your glass to that, you know. But like Clark was like, nah.
That's cool. We got y'all. We I don't do that. It's like when you try to go out like or you invite somebody over your house to eat, right? And they take the offer and they show up and you done made this illustrious meal, and then they're like, oh, I forgot to tell you I'm a vegan. Wait, did you just stun on me? Did you just stunt? Or like when you invite a new girl over you just met and you done cook for her and then she arrived and she like, nah, I just ate. Wait, did you just stun on me? You just stunt? I got stunted?
Yeah, so like this whole time Paperboy is like, this nigga is not what he seems.
At all, to the point where I feel like he was showing off with the way he was treating the producer. That was stunting as well. Like, this is, I need Paperboy to think I'm a legit, like, crazy nigga, right? So I got these two prison bammers rolling dice in the corner that are my security or my dudes, right? My people. This the crew I roll with, a bunch of crazy niggas willing to do whatever at any moment. And the producer of the program crashes and he's like, talking to him mad disrespectful and mad reckless, hitting him with shit like, dude, don't crash it again, dude, if it crashes again, I'm gonna crash my foot in your ass. When we all know he not doing nothing, he old petite nigga. That mixer is definitely bigger than him.
Yeah, he even was like, he said, I'm not gonna put my hands on you because I don't do that, so you ain't gotta worry about that, but there's a lot of hands in this world.
Yeah, he said, he said, I never put a hand on you. Just don't fuck up because I'm not the only one with hands in this world.
Yeah, and everybody knew. You knew exactly what the nigga was talking about.
It wasn't subtle at all with the way he was talking. It was straight stunting. He was trying to stunt on, like he was stunting on the producer. He was stunting in front of Al. That's what he was doing. And it was the whole making people think that you something that you fucking not. So at the end of it, the program crashes and he gets reckless with him with the whole preset question. He was like, hey, yo, pull up that King of Diamonds track. And dude was like, are the presets still there? And he was like, I'll let you know. I don't know yet. And dude was like, you let me know when you know.
Yeah.
Just hella fucking reckless. So at the end, Clark County takes a walk and leaves old boy to get his ass whooped in his own damn studio. Like, you ain't paying me enough for this. Ain't enough overtime or health care and dental planning to let me sit there and get my ass whooped by a nigga named Bug because the program on the computer crashed.
Mm-hmm.
When you in there freestyling about you just brought a dinosaur like Nicolas Cage. You ain't just drop no save the world shit.
And and both of them were sitting there looking. And every time he acted like that, both of them just got quiet, just like, okay.
It's getting a little hostile in here. A little hostile. So we cut back to Earn, and they done went to the whitest of white theaters. They got a fucking theater with a VIP section in it. Like, I done seen reserve seat theaters. I done seen the D-box joints. I've been to fucking theater in Del Mar where they got a full fleshed out like 5-star menu with the seats.
I didn't know it was a theater till the nigga asked for tickets.
What, did you look at the movies? There was up there screen times and shit was over the girl's head.
No, like you said, when they walked in, I was like, oh, they going to dinner or something, nice restaurant. And then when he turns around, I'm like, this ain't a restaurant.
It's a fucking movie theater. Yeah, it's a they even got them dressed like people was dressed in movie theaters back in like the 1970s and shit. They got them in the whole bellhop look and everything. It's a classic ass theater. They might actually do like Broadway plays here too and not just show movies. But they had 3 movies playing. They were buying a ticket to go see Fast and Furious, which I don't know why Fast and Furious was the running theme of conversation in this episode. But they were buying tickets to go see Fast and Furious, and old girl was like, oh, did you get VIP? And Van's like, well, what's the difference between VIP? And Ern's like, don't even worry about it, because we about to be VIP'd at the movies, baby. And he purchases these tickets. He tries to purchase them with a $100 bill. Old girl is not taking the bill because he's black. She didn't even check. So he's like, okay, well.
And she went right into the spiel that they teach people when you like, I think something is fake, so that you don't like upset the person.
Right.
That's why she started talking about, oh, we don't take bills of this high denomination.
Right.
And you were like, okay.
Also, stunting. Yo, when my boy had the fucking Harriet Tubman bills laid out on the table,
yeah, I forgot about he had to do. Yeah, he said, "Oh, you got them tub dubs."
Like, stunting. They like, yo, I'm about to show off for Paperboy, so he think I'm real.
Yeah, because his mom's had that. You know what? That's the money they were counting. Because he said his mom's had a hookup or work somewhere up there, and she got like early access or something to it. That's why they were looking at her.
That's cool, but why was he counting all of that money? Why was all of that money sitting there like that? Like 2 tubs is fine, but my nigga had stacks on the table.
Yeah.
Still doesn't explain why Darius is counting random stacks on the table. But I guess you know what it was? It was the feng shui of the whole studio session, right? He had bottles ready for him. He had like the couch and shit ready. He had his attitude of the way he was going to treat the mixer. And he had just bills on the table. Like, we ain't even worried if y'all try to steal these shit, because we real niggas. Y'all wouldn't try to do that shit with us because we kill you, right? I think that's why the money is sitting there on the table like that. It ain't got nothing to do with like having a real purpose. He just trying to stunt. Yeah, he's a broken character. The 3 movies that was playing at the theater were 56 Nights, The Sand Pebbles 2, and Young Buck.
No, I saw Young Buck, which made me think when I first saw it, 'cause that's the only one I saw. I was like, are they going to a concert? Like just a random ass Young Buck concert?
Well, it wasn't even like Young Buck. It was YUNG Buck.
Yeah, like I looked at it like, oh, Young Buck. Then I was like, oh, that's Young Buck. And then I never even went back when I watched the second time. I didn't think to look at the other titles.
So 56 Nights is a Future song. The Sand Pebbles 2. The Sand Pebbles. Trying to see if this is a song. This looks like an actual movie though, with Steve McQueen. So this is another Steve McQueen reference. But this is the Sand Pebbles 2. Okay. All right. Wow. So back into the story. Essentially, he tries to pay with his card, and you know how that fuck shit goes. Old girl is like, I need to make copies of your ID and your credit card. And she says she needs to make a copy every time she swipes it. So I guess she's going to buy both tickets separately? Or is she saying that even if they buy like popcorn and shit, she needs to make copies every time she swipes?
No place is going to make a copy of your goddamn debit card.
Nope.
And your ID.
Both.
Like, you supposed to just swipe that shit. If the shit is right, it's gonna be right. If the person frauded that, then it's gonna be on the debit card company, not you.
But I feel like she's about to go back to the squad car and call in his driver's license number to see if he got any felonies.
That's what that's what the whole thing felt like. Like, we're gonna say it's a policy so we can get all your identifying information. 'Cause I think everything you're doing is fake.
Complete
I think your
bullshit.
money is fake. I think you ain't got no money. Like, didn't he just try to, because like it wasn't anything where he pressed it. Like, she was like, "Oh, we don't take this big bill." He's like, "You know, you got a debit card?" He was like, "Oh, okay, here you go." Like, he was fine with it. He just then when she was like, "I got to take that," he was like, "I don't want a bunch of copies of my shit, my personal information just out there."
A debit card, not even a credit card though. That money coming straight from your bank.
Yeah.
So she could it just had him swipe and put in his PIN. She didn't need to do all of that. If he'd have swiped it as a debit card, he would have had to validate himself anyway. So that whole we needed to make a copy shit. I'm not saying that you can't use your debit card as a credit card, because I do all the time. But if they machine doesn't allow people to use credit cards and strictly is just a debit card machine, he would have had to put in the PIN number. So right then and there, you know if it's bullshit or not. And if you ain't got the money in your account, you can't pay for them tickets. But he also had $100 in his hand right there. So that's how racism works. That's when racism and classism start to have a tug of war over who got the power. Because if it's about money, then you just take the money. You don't care what color the person is. But when you add racism into that dynamic, now all of a sudden it's like, yeah, you got $100, but I don't want your money because it's nigga money. That's a nigga $100 now. Same money, same shit. In white hands is good, in your hands is nah. So
and then when that white motherfucker came with there, man, I got mad as shit.
Yo, okay, Twan, in my
I was
fucking
angry
notes,
as a motherfucker, man.
Yo, in my notes, I wrote, we got to talk about this gun carrier because I was lit.
Mad as a motherfucker. Like, I was mad. I'm glad they went to commercial because I would have missed shit after.
It took me a while. It took me a fucking while to laugh during this episode after that. Like, you might read my tweets and be like, oh, yo, Brandon was still tweeting funny shit. No, I was livid at that scene because it's a real, like, that's not a joke. That's a real fucking thing. And I'm glad they didn't make it a joke. Like, I'm glad nothing funny happened in that scene. Ern just left. Because there's nothing that a black man or a black woman or anybody of color can do in a situation like that. You in the fucking South. You already at a racist theater. Don't matter if they got cameras or anything. That's been proven to be null and void when you get shot on camera, whether that is going to work as evidence with a grand jury deciding. So in that situation, what you going to do? Flash your gun? No, because then he'll shoot you and you'll get, if you live, you'll get arrested for being armed despite having a carry permit if you can have one. And if you die, he ain't going to jail and his family ain't going to be punished and your child is going to be fatherless.
Yeah. Like, let's be real on this. What that white dude did, for all y'all who ain't sure, is illegal. Whether you got concealed carry or not. Concealed carry means you can carry. That nigga, by opening up his coat, when that dude walked to him and said, "Hey, excuse me, sir, just want to ask a question." When he opens that up, that is a threat.
Yep.
That is a threat with a weapon. Come close if you want to. And the thing is, no black person can do that. You immediately get put in your place and feel unsafe, and that nobody's gonna help you. And like you said, if a black person did that and got shot, like you said, if you live, the cops come to you where you brandished a weapon. That was not what concealed do. But if I were to call the cops on him, it's gonna be nothing.
Well, you know what's gonna happen? We got 13 witnesses, even though it's 3 people in the room. We got 13 witnesses that said you called him a white motherfucker and pulled your gun on him and was actually trying to rob the spot. And that he came to their help, to their defense, and to defend himself and the other 13 witnesses, he pulled out his gun and had to kill you. Like, in an instant, ain't nobody gonna have your side, the side of truth in that situation. And that shit made me fucking mad. Because that's too real. That shit could happen to us tomorrow.
Yeah. Yeah. It was an instant anger.
And that's like during fucking before the civil rights era and back in Jim Crow era shit, where they was calling old black men boys. A boy. That's an 89-year-old man. A boy. Ain't nothing you can do in that situation. Ain't nothing you can do in this situation. I feel like that is the silent way of saying a boy. You better leave while you can, boy. Your life don't mean shit here, boy. That scene made me, even watching it the second time, that shit made me upset. It made me more upset the second time.
Yeah, because it was like it everything that earned it. When you saw him, like he was like, man, you get this weird vibe here because you already feel like this is racist, and then that confirms it, and then just that quick let's go. Like I don't even have the dignity of getting angry because I got to make sure I stay alive.
Right.
I got to make sure I get out of this place alive because nobody there is going to help me. And every black person out there who's listening to this and everything has experienced that feeling one time of I'm in a place, I'm completely alone and shit can go down and nobody will help me.
This is the shit that white people will explain though. In their YouTube videos, in their fucking right-wing articles. Like, this is the stuff that they will try to explain when black people put it right in front of them and go, how is this not racist? How is this not racist? If you went to another country and you tried to ask somebody a question and they flashed a gun as a threat, basically letting you know that you're not worth a question and that you could die over this question if you proceed to ask me a question, how would you feel? You feel like shit. You feel helpless. You feel like you couldn't do anything. You feel like your life is worthless. You feel like why even try anymore, right? This is terrible. Nobody wants to feel that. Like, that's not even emasculated. That's I don't know. Is there a word for where you can't even feel human anymore? Where they take away your humanity? Because that's what that feeling is like. And that it took one gesture to do all of that. And all of the white people that watch this show, like, I hope y'all better understand our situation. Like, we ain't got to be getting beat in the streets every day for us to still experience shit like this. For us to be for it to be known, for people to let us know that we're still not wanted, and or we not on their level, we don't have that privilege. Yeah, you an American, you work, you earn your money like the rest of us, but you're a citizen, you got nationality, but you ain't got privilege.
You still a nigga.
Okay, so
and basically that's what Paperboy and they, you know, that's what they say at the end. They tell her, like, you do all this stuff, but you still a nigga.
Well, no, what they tell them at the end.
I mean, what they say, if you don't change your attitude, you still, you know, you got to stunt like you above these niggas and stuff like that.
Yeah, then they'll start treating you like the nigga you act like, and if you don't do that, you just another nigga. You know, if you ain't a nigga that looks at himself as better than other niggas, then you just another nigga.
Which is basically what happened to him. You know, because white people will accept you if you think you better than other black people.
Yeah. Yeah, because he compares them and says, yo, if you was to walk in a bank, it's a reason that a white dude who looks like you can walk into a bank wearing exactly what you're wearing and get a loan, and you can't even spend $100. So that was wild. Like, that's the type of shit that makes me as a black person feel like I need to have a black lawyer on deck.
That shit instantly pissed me off. Because, like, you know, there's no recourse. You know, if that happens to anybody else, they got a recourse. They can go to the cops and somebody's going to go talk. Somebody's going to go make sure shit happens and stuff like that. But if that happens to me, it's going to be, well, he didn't pull the gun out. You know what I mean? Just let it go. Don't worry about it. Like that's what I'm going to get.
Yep. And I feel like some people might be like, well, maybe he was an officer. I feel like he wasn't even an officer. I feel like he was just a regular motherfucker in the thing because he was behind him in line chilling. Yeah, it don't matter. You brandishing a weapon like that is a threat. It shouldn't matter, but you know that's the first thing people ask. Well, maybe he was an officer, and that's why they completely ignore the fact that he just threatened somebody with a gun in public. And they sit and like again, a white guy with a gun does something that's illegal. That has to be a reason for it. Right. It has to be not a reason, like a reason, like a justification. Right. Yeah. Like he didn't just do it because he crazy and white and got a gun. Out of anger because he didn't want to be bothered. Despite the fact that white kids is going and shooting up schools right now. White people don't ever do shit just because they mad. He had a legitimate reason why he did this. I mean, he had a holster, so clearly he has a carry permit. Like that's the type of shit that, like, that logic that people use And that just, it fucking, oh my God, it bothers me so goddamn much because it's too real. There's a line of like funny parody and yo, that could happen tomorrow at the movie theater.
Yeah.
You can get shot at the movie theater for asking somebody a question over a legitimate question too. Why she take your $100 bill and didn't take mine? And the girl took the money, didn't even blink when old boy brandished the gun in his direction. She continued to serve him as if nothing was out of the ordinary. The whole vibe of that shit was racist. Yeah, oh yeah. That all right, they get back in the car and Van is kind of in La La Land talking about it was intense, but she don't know if it was racist. It was weird, but she don't know if it was racist or not. And flips that shit into because Ern said, yo, you got caught red-handed. And she says, red-handed, you mean like Indians caught stealing red-handed? Like that's a racist idiom. That's yada yada. And she says it as a joke. But if you know the history of the word gypsy,
hey,
then
I'm saying right now, like for real, I don't care where you at when you listen to this shit. Raise your hand right now if your ass went and Google that shit,
bruh.
As soon as she said it, because you were like, you know what? It might be. I don't think it is, but it might.
Look. So
I know I went and Googled that shit.
I had to, right? So just in case,
let me make sure.
Just in case people were like, but is it though?
Yeah, because I was like, I think I know what it is.
The expression caught red-handed has its origins in Scotland around the 15th century, given how it was used in the earliest references. The phrase red hand or red hand probably referred to people caught with blood on their hands for murder or poaching.
Like caught literally in the act.
Right. So
which made everybody go like, whoo, I need somebody I need to Google to come out. What was the increase of called red-handed like searches
for that night
after Thursday? You know what I mean?
That would have been. That's funny. That would have been funny to check that night. But yeah, okay. So y'all can continue to use it because it's actually for criminals who got caught red-handed.
Woo.
Had nothing to do with Indians stealing their land back from white people. Right. Damn, Indian got caught red-handed. Yeah, no.
You're like, man, it really could be. It's I don't think it is, but it really could be.
Has nothing to do with Native Americans. Thank God. Because that would have been real easy. That was an easy one. That was the easy one they could have came up with. So we missed in a conversation where they were actually talking about Paperboy wanting to get put on by Clark County, and Clark County is like, yo, I saw you had that rap snack joint, right? And Paperboy is like, yeah, man, they wanted to name a flavor after me. They wanted it to be cocaine white cheddar. For those who don't know, rap snacks are real. But
yes, they are.
That Yoo-Hoo commercial, I like the way Clark County was basically explaining the industry. He was kind of saying they only got like one spot for us, one spot for niggas doing music in a lot of facets of the industry, right? And we be fighting over that one spot. So they got the Fast and Furious soundtrack, might have 17 tracks on it, and 16 of them is white bands. They got one spot on that joint for a black song. And what's crazy about that is that's the song that they're going to use for the title sequence and for the commercials. But they only got one spot for niggas. But that's the one they're going to put the most force behind. Because it's probably the most jamming joint on the soundtrack. And that ain't a lie. Go back and look at them Fast and Furious films. There's a lot of reggaeton as rap as the hardest pushes on them albums.
Yeah. But I also did like what he said, because he said it's only, they only give one spot, because I got to take that spot. Like it was saying like there's only got one spot, but I'm not about to do anything to try to open up more spots.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to take that shit.
Like put 7 niggas on your track.
Yeah, he wasn't like, I got it. Let's do a song and I'll put you on the song too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
and we get this together. It was like, no, that shit's mine. I want it fair and square, and I'm the only one gonna get it. That's the vibe he gave off.
And then he started praising his manager, Luke. He like, yo, Luke know everybody in the industry. And remember now, Luke is white. Luke know everybody in the industry. Luke got all the phone numbers and the hookups. If you ever need some, if you want to talk to anybody, just holler at Luke. So he getting Luke business. At the same time, I feel like, why would you want to be managed on a label with this nigga? And this nigga just letting you know that he's going to have one of those, we work in the same business. I can't let this black man outshine me because only one black man can be at the top. Why would you want to be on a label with him?
Yeah.
Like, as soon as you get in there, he gonna start trying to undercut you. Lord knows what he gonna tell Boog and them to do to you. Paperboy might want to check his brake lines before he leave the club. Lead a studio that night. They might have cut them shits already. But that was one conversation that went down. Let's see. We had the conversation about Darius and the money. We cut back to Van and Earn, and they're going to a hookah bar. Atlanta got hookah bars. I went to one. And I like how Earn is like, I feel like hookahs is something the tobacco industry created for 6-year-olds. Like, who the fuck wants flavored tobacco?
Yeah.
And as he's walking up to the door, I don't even feel like this was stunt. I feel like this is just a regimen. He got to pay $20 to get in, and they got to pat him down because he's a black dude. Despite what he wearing.
Because the only person you see going in first was the girl. Girls never gonna pay that much. They usually don't ever get patted down either.
Right.
You know what I mean? So like I wasn't expecting that. So when he came up there and they're like, yo, it's 20, I gotta pat you down. I'm like, that's general. You know what I mean? Like that's usually what
normal
happens.
Shit. We've all had that happen to us. We've all shown up what pretty girls had to pay to get in with them. That ain't new. So they get in and they find a nice little booth, whatever. They sit down and Van starts giving her recommendations on flavor. Well, this mint is good. And if you do smoke hookahs and they know how to keep them cool, that mint is delicious. And the fucking police officers from outside walk up to him and they're like, yo, did you just give old boy that $100 bill? I don't know what his affinity is with spending this $100 bill tonight, other than that he just want to stunt. He feel like stunting is spending $100 bill on shit that don't cost $100 or even close to $100. But they're like, it was fake. The $100 bill is fake. And we know he cashed a check earlier, so we know it's not fake. But he goes back and he looks, and they cut to the fucking owner of this hookah bar. It's an African dude. And he is looking at the shit in the light, and not just Earn, but us and the rest of the audience watching this shit can see the watermark inside the bill that you're supposed to check for.
Everybody see everything.
Now there's a marker and there's looking for the watermark. Like you can, from what I heard, you can actually fake the watermark. So they got the markers.
No. Faking the watermark is hard though.
Oh, I know.
Like in that, like you know what I mean. Like for the normal. Now, I talked to my girl because she works at the bank, right? So she's used to like, they dealing with like fake money and shit. Because she was like, usually like the instant that I was like, how do you know if you get a fake money? She's like, usually just the way it feels.
Feels terrible.
If you handle money all the time, it just feels different. She said more than 100 used to get like 5s and 10s. That's what we used to get a lot of.
Exactly.
Like they used to have people who would wash off a 5 and then make it 10. But when you head up to the light, the watermark still said 5 and stuff there. And now the new bills got all kinds of shit in it. That like that dude was like, you could tear it. And I know there's a thing when you can tear it and you can see the stuff inside the paper and be like, oh, it's real, but you just tore $100 bill up.
Exactly. Which most
That's
places
why they put like a watermark and another nigga's face on that shit. Like, and that's why they do all that.
Places, I know. I'm not sure, how true accurate this is, but from what I've heard, some places are not supposed to take any damaged money. So if your shit has been ripped and taped back together, they're not supposed to take that dollar. Once you rip it in half or tear it up, it's voided. You're not supposed to put that currency back in circulation that way.
Yeah, the most you can do is if you like tear your money, is you could take it to the bank.
Okay.
And the bank will. Would the bank exchange it?
So how much? Is it ripped, or is it like?
Like if it's ripped, like I ripped it in half. If you tape it up, you take it to the bank.
She said you can take it
All
up.
right.
Okay, so we wrong. You can tape it up.
Like 3/5 of the bill.
She said, long they got 3/5 of the bill. If the bill is like a slave,
I was about to say that's racist as hell.
3/5 of the bill.
You're not gonna tell me that ain't come back from slavery. If you had 3/5 of a slave put together, then you can still sell
nobody
them
ever use 3/5 as a fraction
for nothing.
other than it comes with slaves and money. That's it.
Bruh, that's definitely a slave sale.
You know what I mean?
He still got his head, one arm, and a leg. He good.
You got 3/5 that nigga, you good, man.
He good.
You good.
That's a slave. That's a full slave. 3/5 of a slave is a full slave.
That's the whole slave right there.
Oh my God. Okay. All right, white America banks.
We see y'all.
Bank of White America.
We see y'all.
Okay.
We see y'all.
Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Privileged nigga currency, PNC. Mm-hmm. I see what it is.
I appreciate that, man. Privileged nigga currency.
That's what it is. I know that's what it stands for.
It's so great. Privileged nigga currency.
All right, so oh my God. So fucking either way, he ends up getting gypped out of $20 because they still didn't make this exchange work out well, but he takes the fake $100 bill back, but still has to give the guy $20 for getting kicked out because he came inside. Okay, so he got stunted on again. And he's like, you know what, fuck it, Van, we going to the strip club. If there's any place that a nigga can stunt with a nigga when I stunt, a nigga can stunt in a strip club. So that's where they going.
Hold up. And don't forget, too,
the cops.
The cop that came out after and said, hey, man, we all knew that shit was real.
Owner was tripping.
Owner was tripping. I'm sitting there like, nigga, why are you there then? Because you surely brought me over. You could have been like, yo, that's real. And I could have had my good night.
I just love I love Ern's response when the African dude is like, Ern is like, you see, right there, there's the watermark. And African dude said, no, you did that. And he was like, oh my God. But that's exactly what your react. If you could have put me, Twine, Mike, any one of us in that situation, Deidre, it would have been, oh my God, what are you talking about? No, I didn't do that. That's ridiculous. That's so asinine that you thought you would think I'd do that. Either way, they call up Al and Darius, and they like, yo, we going to the strip club.
Going to the scripts.
The scripts. And Paperboy is like to Darius, hey man, you want to slap some butts? And Darius goes, no, but I'll watch.
Oh, but I'll watch.
And then he goes, and he's like, hold on, man, I got this brand new all white suit that I'm gonna throw on. Let me throw that shit on real quick. And Paperboy is like, you really want to wear an all white suit to the strip club?
Which is a pertinent question. You know what I mean? Do you? Do you really?
The answer is no.
Not at all.
Do not. Not unless you're going to be baby wiping clean everybody who's about to shake their ass on you.
Woo. You're going to be upset.
Mm-hmm. You're going to leave with streaks.
Oh.
You're going to leave with something oily and something dripping on your suit. All right? Now, whether it's booty juice or chicken wing sauce, we don't know.
Now,
I'd go
let's
with the
really
latter.
talk about how they went to it. They didn't shut Onyx down for shooting. They just like, no, y'all keep doing what y'all do.
Mm-hmm.
We be there. We be there.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna do nothing.
So they asked Tracy if he want to go, and Tracy is asleep in the middle of the day on the futon, or not even a futon, or whatever you put your foot on. Ottoman. He's sleeping on the ottoman, talking about I'm ready. Cause Tracy looked like he always ready to go to the strip club. They get to ride in the fucking limousine, the all white limousine with Van and Ern, and somehow they done got drunk in the limousine. They've been stunting on the ride. They show up at the club, and Paperboy leads the walk-in. So the announcer at the strip club, who plays a very pivotal role in this whole scene, is announcing Paperboy as he's walking in, like, oh shit, Paperboy just walked in. Y'all see him, he keeps it real. And then he says he got a white girl on his arm.
Yes.
And Van looks up, because Van is the girl behind him. Van looks up like, the fuck? And the strip club announcer says, "Yeah, I'm talking to you, Annie Hall."
And then you see, like, she still kind of doesn't react, but then you see Ern start laughing.
Yes.
Ern's like, he talking to you.
Oh, you got stunted on. Oh, you got stunted on. Why he called that girl Annie Hall?
Oh, he was hilarious, man.
Van don't look nothing like Annie Hall.
Not at all.
I just want to let y'all know that. Zazie Beetz don't look nothing like Annie Hall. That was just mean. Maybe it was the jacket she had on. You think it was the jacket?
Maybe, but still, like, the dude did a lot.
She was kind of dressed like an Annie Hall. I think it was the jacket, bruh. And she was with Ern in that fucking tight ass sports coat, looking like, you know what? I see why he called her Annie Hall now. This was kind of Ern's fault. It wasn't just his fault. This was he was basically saying that she looked like she would date Woody Allen in a movie. Because Ern looked like Woody Allen from a Woody Allen movie.
Yeah. And the fact, still though, the fact that Ern was like surprised that the strip club is made to take your money. That's like me going to a casino and being surprised if I lose.
They've been finessing me all night.
He's like, nigga, that's a strip club. It's like,
we'll get there in a second. We're gonna circle around back to this.
This is why you need an account. So you go to your bank and get ones. They don't take nothing off the top.
Whatever check he got, he spent the whole check, bro. I believe he spent the whole check because that's how Van looked at the end of the night. He looked like he spent the whole check on nothing. She was cool every other time he fucked up, but after that Mike Vick shit, I think that was the last of the check. And they didn't stunt on nobody. So they cut to Tracy, and Tracy walks in with him and sits down, and immediately Tracy tries to stunt on Ern and for the table, because Ern paid for them to get a table, which when you buy a table, I assume at a strip club, it's supposed to come with a bottle. Like, that's the whole reason you buy tables, because tables ain't cheap. They expensive as shit. They're a couple $100, so they're supposed to come with a bottle for the table. And instantly, because we still on this Hennessy shit, Tracy tries to order a bottle of Hennessy. Yo, let me get some of that Hennessy Black. And Ern is like, nah, my girl can't drink that. Can we get a bottle of tequila? He literally orders a bottle of tequila. Like, he definitely blatantly orders a bottle of tequila. And the waitress is like, cool. She takes the order. Now, Tracy, he don't give a fuck. He like, I'm going to drink whatever you buy because you buying it and I ain't got to pay for it and it's going to be here, so I'm going to fucking drink it.
Yep.
You order whatever the fuck you want. I'm drinking that shit. Still got your $4,000 too, nigga. Drinking free on you, 4,000 stun on you. What you gonna do? Pour up. That's it. And then we start seeing the finessing of the strip club. So Ern is like,
is it really even finessing when everybody knows?
Hold up. This shit was finessing. Ern went to get $100 in ones. The math on this made my head swell. He walks up, he says, can I get some ones? Do y'all break hundreds? The girl says yes. We take 20% to change it, which means to give you the ones for it. And there's a $200 minimum. So not only can he not get the 80 ones that he would get for breaking $100 bill, right, he gotta break a $200. He gotta break $200 because I was about to say he gotta break a $200 bill.
$40.
There's no such thing, right? He gotta break $200, which means he's really only getting back $160 in one.
That nigga lost $40 cash in that
to cash $100 to cash $200. He might as well went to a check cash in place. I think they got lower percentages.
Now, I'm gonna say this. See, this is what we need Deidre up here, because I don't go to strip clubs, because VA ain't got no strip clubs that's worth going to.
Okay.
Can't do shit up here.
No, y'all got enough Magic Cities down there.
Yeah, but you can't do shit. Like, you can't show shit, can't show. So what's the point of going?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, so I don't know, but but the whole thing of you cashing out money and them taking a percentage, I thought that was a standard thing.
I mean, I don't believe it's not. I don't know. I'm just saying 20%.
I don't know how much. Yeah, because you done lost 40. Like, off bat, if you come here to get one from us, we getting $40 off top.
Off top.
Off top. No
to
matter
give
how
you
much
money
you bring
we
in,
got.
We getting $40.
We getting $40 off top to give you money that you gonna give back to us. So we guarantee $40 on top of the ones that you about to throw on stage at our girls.
So the two ladies said it guarantees $40. It guarantees $1, and then it's go because you already paid $40 for it. You're going to be more likely to spend that money there.
It's gonna go faster because in your mind you feel like you had 200 in once.
Then you're gonna have the stuff tipping, and you're gonna have the other money that's just gonna get broken down between servers and the people walking the floor and the other dancers and all that.
Also, can we talk about the fact that they're taking money away from their dancers when they do that? That was $40 in once he could have threw on stage.
But it also guarantees that you're going to get some of the person's money.
It does, but not necessarily the dancers. That's the club money.
I ain't say it was but the dancers. I said the club.
Right. So you're taking money away from the dancers.
Yeah, I said the club.
Because he was changing ones for the dancers. You taking money from the dancers. That'd be like if you was at the skating ring and you went to get a $1 bill broken so you could play the arcade, but they take 50 cents. So the arcade people not getting a whole $1 now.
They might break some of that house money throughout. They might spread it out throughout the dancers who work that night. I don't know.
I don't
know strip club logic. If we got any strippers or former strippers who listen, please call in. Let us know.
Is that like the hostess tip? Like, let me know.
Yeah, let us know how it works. I don't know.
That's what I want to know. Is that like the hostess cut?
I ain't versed enough in strip clubs.
Nah, not at all.
To be doing that, but I feel like y'all could have got a regular ass table.
Now, when he's walking back to the table, there is a fully naked dancer whose name is Bankhead Barbie. I went to
fully naked. Like I said, this is a working. They did not shut down Onyx at all.
No, they shot this on a working night.
They said, Onyx, can we bring some cameras in? Onyx said, pay us a certain amount of money. Mm-hmm. And after that, yeah, we still gonna dance and open this shit to the public.
So, old girl's name is Bankhead Barbie, right? I went to Twitter to see if this is a character of some sort or if this is a real stripper name, which it sounds like an amazing stripper name, to be quite honest.
Yes, it sounds like
especially in Atlanta. Here's what I found. A lot of black girls. How you know
Bankhead Barbie?
Because it's on the poll and he says it. It's a lot of girls on Twitter with their name as Bankhead Barbie. Not their Twitter name, but the name that you get, the alias you give yourself outside of your Twitter name. Like right now, mine's is T'Chunky. It's a lot of women on there whose names is Bankhead Barbie.
But she was thick though.
Oh, yeah. No, she had old black woman thickness for real. Like, she's solid. She's not developing anymore. She's had some kids. She's had some kids hips. Yeah. Got to do what you got to do for that money. And it was niggas over there paying for it, even Earn, because all he did was look as he was walking back to his table. And that's when the announcer comes back on and he hits him with the, yo, man, don't just look at her. Tip her. Yeah, you. Like, nigga, what? You, nigga, in that green jacket and that whack ass Coca-Cola t-shirt.
Coca-Cola shirt.
You just took $200 out the ATM machine from your PNC checking account.
Like he was getting real specific. Well, because it made me feel like, okay, is Earn just hearing this or is this shit real?
When I was tweeting, I was like, why is God coming down on Earn for not tipping that stripper though? Because that's what it sounds like. But I was reading other people's tweet and it was like, yo, it be going down just like that in the strip club. The announcers be calling niggas out as they be walking around. Just like that, like randomly out of nowhere, you'll hear a nigga call you out by where, what you got on, what your hairstyle is, et cetera, et cetera. So I think that was like a fun little joke, an inside joke for people who do frequent the strip club. Like they knew exactly where that was coming from. The other thing though was Earn did tip her and dude was like, that ain't enough. And that's when he gave the whole PNC checking account shit. That privileged Negro currency account. Jump back, he gets to the table. He orders Van a dance when the stripper walks over to him and asks him if he wants one. And I love how everybody keeps walking over to him in this section because he's the only one that's got money and he the nigga that's stunting and nobody else in his section at his table is paying for shit. She walks over to him and asks him if he wants to dance. He says, nah, not really, but my girl will. So she walks over to her and she literally dances for like 2.5 seconds. And then turns around, comes back to him and says, that'll be $20. And if you was paying attention, she absolutely did stop dancing when the song went off.
Yeah, she said, like, cause when he left and the other girl was coming up to talk about the body, she was like, it's for the song. Like it's song.
He was like, you didn't even make it over there.
Which makes me be like, you need to know strip club music.
Right.
You need to know when to pay for a dance. Don't let these people finesse you by coming at the end of the song. Like, oh, can I get a dance? Like, hold on, baby.
The song that came on after that was 6 Black.
Okay, go ahead, put that on. Like, you can dance now.
Yeah, we
get all
we say
get all
6
3
Black.
minutes and 43 seconds of this shit.
We say 6 Black, but it's Black. But the song that came on was Black. And from what I also saw on Twitter, Black gets played in the club a lot, in the strip club a lot. So he seems to be pretty popular. The waitress comes back and they hadn't got their drinks yet. Ern's like, we still waiting for our drinks. And she says, yeah, it'll be $200. And Ern says, yeah, it comes with the table. She's like, but he was like, but we got a table. The tequila comes with the table. And she says, yeah, it comes with the table. So you'll have to buy one.
You know, I already bought the table.
And I can't even be mad at this one. Because this is just good business structure. You can't get a bottle unless you have a table. But you can definitely get a table and not get a bottle. It's like the base price. The base price is the table. And all of the shit you add to it. It's the same thing with hookah bars. You can get the regular base hookah shit. Like you gotta pay for the pipes, the mouthpieces, the actual hookah construct. You gotta pay for all of that's one base price. Now, if you want that sheesh, you want to smoke, that's an additional price. You gotta pay for that shit. That's the same shit they doing here. Yeah, you can buy a table, nigga. Table comes with a bottle. When you buy the bottle. That shit like selling shoes without the fucking laces. That's amazing. So he gives her $200 for this bottle of tequila. Van walks over to him right after this and is like, you got any ones? I want to give that girl over there some ones. She seems new and all the other girls are so pretty. She shouldn't have to compete.
She identified with the strippers.
In the strip club. I think she was real drunk at that point. She shouldn't have to compete. He gives her the money, and when she leaves, Al starts making fun of her and making fun of him. Like, man, that's Minnie. She been looking new for about 10 years.
10 years. That's her stick.
Minnie ain't fucking new. Minnie been working that pole forever. She a pro at the pole. And Ern was like, yeah, look like she got a whole little business over there. She got a nice little gimmick. And then that's when Al's like, yo, I heard you tried. He's like, Van told me what happened with $100 earlier tonight. And Ern is like, yeah, man, that's just racist. And Al is like, nigga, that's what you get for trying to drop $100 bill. You know, don't nobody carry around money like that. Nobody dropping $100 bills. And Ern is like, why does he keep saying this is legal U.S. tender? Why does he keep saying this?
Yes, that's what he's trying to tell himself. He knows everything they saying is right. It's not fair, but it's right.
It's like he's saying, but I follow all the rules. But it's legal U.S. tender. Does Woody Allen say that in a movie somewhere or some shit? When niggas won't give him a hotel room with underage... never mind. I'm not going to go there. So...
See?
I'm not going to go there. So, that's when they get into the whole conversation where Al is like, look, man, you need to start acting like you better than other niggas. And then they'll start treating you like you better than other niggas. And that's when Darius is like, yeah, because if not, you just another nigga. Then they get into the conversation about him being finessed at the strip club. And Ern's like, the strip club been finessing me all night. I don't even know why I came. And Paperboy's like, nigga, that's what the strip club is for. That's what strip clubs do. They finesse niggas. And Darius says, ain't nobody coming to the strip club to save money.
They ain't.
Which is why I don't go to the strip club. Because I'm a nigga who likes to save my money.
Yeah.
That's why I don't go.
I'm always, two things. If I'm going to the strip club or the casino, I'm already going in with, this is money that I'm going to spend. If I'm not going in like that, my ass ain't going in. That's just how it is.
Not going. You have no, like, people be like, yo, you should come to the strip club with us. Why? I'm not gonna get them no money, bruh. They got good food. I'm not going to the strip club to eat with ass and shit. Man, no, y'all have fun. Y'all have fun. Y'all go ahead, go eat at the strip club. I'll eat at home. I'm good with that. Nobody shaking their ass in my face while I'm trying to take a bite of my burger and eat my fries. If you pay attention, after Earn leaves and they had this conversation, Darius is trying to set $1 on fire.
Yes, I saw him do that. Paperboy snatched that shit.
Paperboy snatches the lighter.
Like nigga, we ain't balling like that.
But the whole conversation, like, that goes against the whole conversation. Like, Darius was actually in the mindset of, we in the strip club, ain't no reason to save money, no matter what you doing with it, even if you just burning it with a lighter. And Paperboy stops him to save $1. So Paperboy just went against everything he just said.
No, man, like, spend that shit so like that. Just don't burn that shit, nigga.
Bro, spending it is burning it, though. We literally call spending money burning money.
I mean, yeah.
It's the same. It's not there. You can't use it no more, right? Once you burn it, you can't use it. I mean, burn it and spend it, you can't use it. And once you burn it, you can't use it. It's your money. You can do it. You can do whatever the fuck you want to with it. Think that's a trip to me. Niggas, oh man, you wasting money. Nigga, you waste money every time you burn it. It ain't like you investing in a house. Burning $5 or going and spending at Starbucks, to me, is the same goddamn thing.
To me, it ain't, because I'm getting something for it.
And then you get Starbucks. You might as well burn your money.
I don't like Starbucks, so I'll back up. That's not what I'm be getting in the first place.
Exactly.
But
you might as well burn your money. And we come back for the final scene, and Earn and Van step out the club. They look over in yonder, the parking lot, and they see that there's a group of people. Now, shout out to Joe Ray Ishman. He works on Atlanta. I don't know, but I think he listens to all of our like podcasts, maybe on the Chilling Circuit or whatever. But he actually like works on there. I follow him on Instagram, and he is the dude that they walk up beside that tells them drunk people just like racing him. Him being Michael Vick. You know, he done ran 6 races in 10 minutes to beat everybody.
Yeah. And I remember when they first started talking about it, and they showed him down there, I was like, man, I really hope that's Michael Vick. And then it came through, I was like, it's Michael Vick.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful that's Michael Vick. And dudes is like, that's 3-1 odds, it's fail. And Earn is like, fuck it, nigga done ran 6 races in 10 minutes. We're not talking about races around like the whole, city, my nigga. We're not talking about no Olympic race. He done ran a parking lot race.
40-yard dash, man. Like,
these are
not even that long.
These are parking lot dashes, nigga. This is not a real race for him. This ain't nothing but the wake up. And Earn's like, yo, sometimes you just gotta stun on a nigga. And I love how he says that, walks over and gets down to race Vic, and Vic gives him this look like, you know I'm Vic, right?
He gave him a look that he gave every other nigga there. Like,
another nigga. Like, Earn literally just had the conversation with Alan and them, right? About if you act better, you could be better. A nigga who's acting better would have been like, yo, I'm better than all these other niggas racing Vic, because I'm not about to race this nigga Vic because he's fucking Vic. And you would have left. That's a better nigga. Earn became another nigga. Another nigga that lost 3-1 odds against Michael Vick in a foot race in a parking lot.
But you gotta, tell them how it's shot though, man.
Oh, it's shot like the end of the fucking Apollo Creed and Rocky freeze frame.
They even hit you with the 80s music.
Yes. And as with that race, we never knew who won. It's always been a mystery. We instantly know he lost when we see that Van has distanced herself all the way from him on that car seat in the limousine.
I thought, so when it first showed it, I thought that was going to be in the episode. I was like, okay, that's kind of a cool way to end the episode. And then when they came back after that little pause, I was like, this is even better.
Oh, because she's like, it's Michael Vick.
That's all she said is Michael Vick.
Which is what we all were thinking. We was like, he did not win a foot race against Michael Vick. Do you realize this is all Michael Vick did for 3 to 4 hours of football games? He hiked and just dashed.
And ran.
He was known for running. He was known for dashing. What the fuck? He's not oh my God, what's your boy Peyton? Not Peyton Manning. Okay?
Yeah.
It's fucking Vic, dude. This is all he did. He ran faster than some of his running backs.
No, he ran faster than all his running backs.
Like, why would
he ran faster than all his running backs?
Why would you do a foot race with him? I wouldn't do a crab race against Michael Vick. Oh my God. Now, I love this. This is amazing. This is how Twitter works in the favor of the gods sometimes. So the next day after this fucking episode aired, an article came out from IndieWire, and it was written by a dude named Ben. And Ben writes about a lot of shows. There's a lot of reviews for IndieWire. He does This Is Us, and I guess he does Atlanta. Well, Ben had an issue with this episode. He felt like the whole episode was ruined by the creators and the producers bringing Michael Vick in for that joke at the end. He actually was saying he didn't understand why they needed Vick to get that joke across. And he felt like they were giving Vick some type of redemption and paying him.
Vick has, that is, the fact that so many people are still against Vick is astonishing to me, because Vick has done every single thing. Like, he went to jail, he came back, he went back and played football again, never gave anybody any problems, has paid back all the money. You remember, because he was like in debt, he had lost a bunch of stuff. All that stuff, he ain't bankrupt no more. Like, Vick is in a literal good place. And people still be like, look at him prospering. And they just want to hate. Like, Vick won't broke. And like, the thing is, it fits in Atlanta, because having Vick there, outside of a famous strip club that people know about, you will see these type of people. It just felt like a black ass thing to me.
I'm just gonna go by my Twitter timeline for this one, because that's what I went off on Ben. So let's start. I'm gonna assume Ben is white, so Ben isn't dumb. Ben recognized the whole point of the episode was M being stunted on in some of the most racist ways possible for an Atlantean, is that a word, perspective. But because white people gone white, Michael Vick, despite serving his time, apologizing and keeping his kennels clean, making a cameo for 1 fucking minute, somehow ruined the episode for white ass Ben. It's not like Vic showed up with a goddamn dog in his hands. Mike showed up to add to the theme of the damn episode, stunting on Earn. Only this one was Earn's fault entirely. We all laughed, but not Ben, because the look that Vic gave Earn, another dummy about to lose some money, clearly was the look of a man with no remorse over his past actions. Like, clearly, right? Why the fuck does Vic still look like an unpaid debt to society, walking around with his head up high, proud to white people? Why is Mike Vick in this episode, quote, because he's an icon in Atlanta, he's an icon to black people, and since the show Atlanta is for black people, that's what the fuck he's there for. Like, why are the producers, and quote from Ben, why are the producers of Atlanta paying and arguably celebrating a man who spent 21 months in federal prison for running a dogfighting ring? Like, are you really asking this question, given the whole state of Hollywood in fucking general?
Dude, given the whole state of so many white motherfuckers who are given a second chance when they do everything. And it shows that if you are black and you make a mistake, that's it. Like, nothing else.
What is Vic? Like, Weinstein now?
Like, Vic ran a thing. I don't think the nigga should have got close to 2 years in jail for what he did.
Nope.
Not saying the nigga shouldn't have got something, but 2 years in jail? Like, I know people who out here killing motherfuckers who ain't get 2 years in jail.
We got dudes out here raping
motherfuckers that ain't got 2 years in jail.
They're not even getting probation.
So, like, You know what I mean? Like, they just wanted the big name because the other motherfuckers who were doing the day-to-day operation snitched on that nigga. Like, it was all him. I'm like, it can't be all him. This nigga's running around the football field. This nigga's not that good that he's running around the football field and flying back to Virginia to keep the day-to-day going.
Mm-hmm.
But again, not saying that he was innocent at all. Just saying it wasn't worthy of 2 years.
No, you even
nigga did his time.
So
came. You nigga speaks for dog shits now, all kinds of stuff.
Topics.
It's raised more money for all this shit. The others like, let the nigga live.
Nah, I know how you feel about Vic. Like, I wish you to read the article.
Like, you know, we from Virginia, man. Vic's hometown. You know what I mean? He's hometown, and every time I see that shit, it gets me mad.
No, I wish you to read the article first, because I was like, I know I'm not even gonna post this, because if Twan see this shit, he'll go the fuck off. Like, it's a whole article dedicated to why the fuck is Vic ruining this show for 1 minute of it. So back to Ben. Ben, you even acknowledge that he paid his debt. Why the fuck can't you leave this man alone? Let this man live his fucking life. Only black people seem to be tainted for life, even after paying their damn debts. Y'all got white rapists, pedos, etc. out here making all types of coins, and as long as they apologize, no time served, they're forgiven, or worse, they just be getting excused all the fucking together. Like, I love dogs, but I'm not about to act like this black man's life is worth a second chance. Isn't this black man's life, it's worth a second chance. He earned that chance, right? Like, he didn't just get out here and say, oop, I'm sorry, with old fake ass tear, and people forgave him. Vic went through shit. Vic still goes through shit. And this article from Ben proves that Vic will always go through shit from white people who care more about dogs than the shit that's happening to everybody else in this fucking world that people can get away with. Because I don't see him writing no articles about nobody else. I didn't see him writing no articles about Cat Williams' cameo. And Cat Williams has done all types of shenanigans shit. He didn't write nothing about that. The energy would have been better put into writing an article about Trump that day, amongst the other 100 million articles about Trump that day. But what I'm not going to stand for, and the logic of him going after Michael Vick, you know what? That's just bullshit white logic. What I'm not going to stand for, though, is white people coming out the fucking woodworks to talk about what Atlanta should and should not do. Talking about what the creators, the directors, and the writers of this show should and should not do to not make white people upset with this show that is not for white people. It's completely for black people. It's for black people from a black perspective with black themes. It's never been for you. It was never about you. And it's always going to be some shit that was meant to bring us enjoyment. Us first, you if you cool.
Yeah, and the day that you can still enjoy it, it's just not speaking.
Don't put your white hands in it though.
Yeah, it's not speaking. Like when they like I said, when they said Vic, it was all of us because black people supported Vic all the way through. You know what I mean? Like, black people want their villainizing him and all that stuff. Black people won't sit there and being like, this nigga can't have a chance. Black people like, all right, y'all say he did this shit, that's fine. Nigga shouldn't go 2 years to jail for this shit. But also, after he came out, he went back, played in the game, did everything he was supposed to do, played another couple years.
Y'all still want this man live?
With multiple teams, paid back all the money that he owed. You know what I mean? Like, what else you want? What else you want? Like the humane society, they fight with that nigga.
It's bullshit. But they still giving awards to pedos at the Oscars. So, what's really good? That whole Harvey Weinstein shit been going on for the last 20 plus years. Yeah, and people know about it. What's really good? Y'all got enough shit in your corner to clean up? Like, our dudes paid their debt. His shit is clean. So, you just gonna have to move the fuck on. Go help out at a dog shelter or some shit. Next week's episode, the previews, are they in like a porcelain doll shop?
Like, all my girl kept saying was, "Oh, is this their episode of Get Out?"
That's what it looks like.
Because it just looks strange as a motherfucker.
That's what the fuck it looks like. But we'll see next week. So shout out to everybody who catches up on the show with us through these recaps. Appreciate y'all. If you found us on YouTube, here's a little bit of information for you. You can find the rest of the podcast at the site where's my 40acres.com. And if you just don't like fucking with websites and you're just like, bruh, just give me the podcast shit, you can go on ahead and pull up whatever podcast app you use, RSS feed, podcast addict, dog catcher, pod, beyond pod, iTunes podcast app, whatever you use. And you can just go to their search function and you can just search for where's my 40acres.com, where's my 40acres.com. And the podcast will come right the fuck up. If you have some shit that you want to talk about with us, or you feel like we left out on an episode, or you want to add something to here, or correct us on something, or maybe be like, oh, y'all missed this, then you can hit us up via voicemail at 443-832-3494, or you can hit us up via email at podcast@where'smy40acres.com, podcast@where'smy40acres.com. All of the other show info, the premium network stuff, if you want extra stuff, that's at the website. And our photos are at the website. And we're still working on a new website. So hopefully that'll change soon. And outside of that, man, keep watching Atlanta. We'll keep reviewing it. I'll let y'all next time. Peace.